Hey, hey, hey! Another episode of The Unfiltered Truth. Today is a special episode. I got my little bro, my little cousin, Jordan.
Yo.
Jordan. I know I mentioned him a few times before, so I felt like it was only right that he is my first in-person interview / chill fest. You know, we got our shades on, we outside all summer. Off white. Let the people know. But tell them what you do, matter of fact, Jordan. Who's Jordan? Let's start there.
I don't like this to kind of like describe who I am, but it's what I do, and that's fry people on the court.
One of the best
college
to do it.
hooper, and I just, like I said, take hooping real serious. So like, if you're hooping, you see this, don't get at me. And I'm a basketball player, and yeah, that's just what I do.
I respect that. Mm-hmm. He's nice. He's trying to mellow it down for everybody, but this guy is gonna make it, and he's taking me out the hood. I cannot wait. But today I wanted to just get a male's perspective on a topic that has been coming up over and over again. Like, I've had this conversation at least 4 times just for this weekend. Like, just for this weekend alone. Should couples take a break if you feel like someone's slipping away, or you just feel like you need the break, like you feel overwhelmed in a relationship? I just want to hear from a male perspective, or even if not a male perspective, how do you feel about that, Jay?
Taking breaks in relationships, wow, it can go both ways, you know. Me personally, I feel like it is necessary, because you know, I feel like breaks is just like you need, like, to all on top of each other, this, that. Sometimes it's just you need it to find yourself, you know, because sometimes you may need that in order to tap in with your inner self a little bit, you know, start doing the things that you wouldn't do in a relationship, or you wasn't doing. You know, y'all two in love, y'all think everything's all right, so y'all might stop going to the gym, y'all might stop doing certain things.
I did that.
Yeah.
I've done that.
But when you separate, you start finding things, you know, to keep you busy, and you start falling in love with things that you probably was doing before the relationship.
Talk about it.
So, you know, that's you know, everybody in the beginning, everything is all sweet, you know, whatever. And then, you know, once you get in a relationship, it's like, I got who I got, you know, I'm good, you know, I don't need to do this, you know, I already got my partner. But nah, when I separate, you start finding yourself again, you start taking better care of yourself, you start getting your mind right, your mental, everything, your physical, everything. So it could go both ways, but then again, that's the good side. The bad side is, you know, you may, you know, some might take it the wrong way, and it's on a break, and let me do what I gotta do. Let me go mess with this person. Nah, that's not what it's about. It's you know, definitely just, you know, I feel like both of us being together right now, just, you know, right now it's just not working right now. I feel like we should, you know, separate just for a little, just for both of us to just tap in a little bit, and then come back. That's all it is, you know. Just give us some space and then just come back. There's nothing wrong with that
at all. And that's a problem sometimes, that what it is people become complacent. Like, you're in this relationship, and comfortability, that's the word I'm looking for, actually. Comfortability. You get comfortable, you do start slacking off. I was in a relationship and gained a lot of weight because I'm like, I got a man. Like, that's where I was. Like, I'm not saying it's all right, but that's what it was. Like, it was like, I don't care about nothing. Like, I got a man. Like, not even mentally realizing what I was doing to myself. Like, you're harming yourself sometimes. But I'm not going to blame him for that. That was me. That was on me. And he even mentioned it to me. Like, he was like, you think you want to lose some weight? I'm like, but I took it offensive, because it was like, damn, like, I look crazy to you? Like, instead of stepping back and really listening to what he was saying, I was defensive, which is a lot of people. I was, hey T, I want to, hey Tanisha, I'm doing this episode for you. I actually ran into her yesterday, and she was giving me her opinion. I was like, I'm gonna give you the backstory on what I want my next episode to be, and I had to give you a shout out. But she was telling me pretty much like she doesn't believe in it. Like, not she doesn't believe in it, but it's not really a good thing, because sometimes you won't find who you're looking for out there, but sometimes the person you're with isn't who you're supposed to be with too. Like, it can go so many different ways. Like, I actually, in my relationship, wanted to take a break at one point because I felt my boyfriend slipping away. I'm like, you know what? Maybe this might not be the best move right now. Like, maybe you should go get yourself together. But a lot of people, their first instinct and first thing they think about is, oh, you want to cheat. Oh, you want to, instead of listening. And a lot of relationships, we don't listen to what people are telling us. Like, I've had people tell me in the beginning, like, listen, I don't want X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to give you A, B, C. And then I'm still going to spin back around and try to give you X, Y, Z, although you said you didn't want it. And that's honestly one of my biggest flaws. Like, and I feel in my mind, like, I'm not trying to change you, but then secretly I'm like, you know what, maybe I could change their mind. And how do you feel about that? Like, you want your partner to be a certain way, but you don't want to change them because you did fall for the person that they are, but then, like, maybe the person you made up in your head. Have you ever done that? Like, have you ever, like, dated or messed with somebody and then you're like, whoa. Like,
that was quite often. Like, yeah, a lot of times.
Quite often.
Yeah,
It's
it happens
horrible.
quite often. It does. But
it really does. And it's like you're just there now. And then now there sometimes I find this a lot, like, you'll like somebody and then you start putting so much effort into them. It's like, all right, you're going to be the person that I made up in my head. And it's like, nah, this is who I am. I had somebody tell me recently, this is a true, God honest truth conversation. He said, I wish your attitude was better. And I was like, wow. Like, it kind of hurt a little bit. But I realized we're different people around different people, if that makes sense. Like,
energy.
Yeah.
Energy.
And our energies don't match, but we're drawn. It does not align, but we're drawn to one another, and that is dangerous. I'm like, what is going on? Like, because I told him right after he said that, I was like, I feel the same way. Like, I feel the exact same way. But we're drawn to one another, and it's disgusting. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on myself. But yeah, man. So how you feel about that? Like the making up part in your head, because I have definitely done that. Like,
the making up part.
Yeah, that's social media, man. Social media.
Yeah, social media is, listen, that could be a whole nother topic where social media, just in general, because we all have social media, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, somebody talk to family. It's just, social media is pros and cons, but in relationships, see me, I'm different though. Like, I'm checking followers, I'm checking all of that. Like, yeah, I take that real serious. Like, it's not where
Me too.
I'm in your likes and seeing who you like. Yeah, like, that's just me personally. I don't play about them things. I'm not insecure or none of that stuff, but I just want to know what's going on.
What's going on? Yeah, because nobody wants to look stupid out here.
Nobody want to look stupid.
And I respect that.
I was telling Christine earlier, like, New York, I don't think I'm gonna find my love, man.
Nah, after this episode, we're gonna find you a good
I don't
one.
think I'm gonna find my love in New York.
Not in New York.
That's a recycling bin out here. Like, it's a recycling bin out
I'm
here.
in the recycling bin. I
It's a
can't.
recycling bin. Like, oh, I found this one. All right, like 50 mutuals. Like, listen, I don't know, man. We gonna have to figure it out.
But sometimes I was actually gonna talk to you about that earlier. Sometimes, even if, like, we have all these mutual friends in common, like, you don't know if these people even met this person. Like,
True.
Sometimes I follow people back just to follow. Like, oh, let me be nice today. Like, today is a Thursday. It's nice outside. Follow back. Like, I don't even know people from anywhere. Somebody was asking me yesterday, actually. I was chilling with my friend, and he was like, oh, do you know so-and-so? And I'm like, who? And he was like,
follow the person, right?
No, I didn't. I was like, do I follow them? Like, do we have mutuals? Like, who is that? He was like, no. So he gave me like his screen name and his real name. I was like, I don't have a clue who that person is. No, because I have this reputation right now. Like, I'm a party girl. Look, I said this in the first episode or second episode. Everybody thinks I'm a party girl. I know everybody. That is not the case. 90% of the time I am at work. Look, 5% I'm fetting, and the other 5% I'm asleep. So I cannot say I know everybody. People know me, like, because I'm outside and I guess I tag or I'm being tagged, but I'm not in everybody's face. I've never been that person, and I never will be. Like, I cannot be in everybody's face. I don't know everybody. Let's break that stigma about me. I do not know everybody.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Everybody. And everybody does not know me. Like, let's make that clear too. Everybody does not know me. But that's crazy. Like, but a lot of my like guy friends are going through that situation. Like, their women want to take breaks and they're confused, and they'll call me like, yo, what do you think this means? And it's like, give her that space. Like, people don't realize, like, you're holding on to people and you're creating a bigger gap and a bigger distance when you hold something too tight. What's gonna happen? You hold something too tight, it's gonna break. So just take the time. If somebody's asking you for time, telling you like, I'm not happy, believe them. I don't understand why don't people believe people? Like, if I'm telling you like, listen, my mental isn't here, this isn't here. And a lot of the times when the person that is causing the problems in the relationship, when they start to now become the person that's more in love, like, it's always at one point one person is more in love than the other. I make sure that the others is in love more than me. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Are they first? And that's in the olden days, as we like the past, that was always supposed to be the woman. The woman is supposed to be chased. That's how a lot of us feel, like we want to be chased. And then we were having this conversation earlier. Remember, I was telling, I'm gonna tell y'all now. I was telling him earlier. I was saying, you cannot pursue somebody and then stop pursuing them. That's where the problem lies. A lot of people want to pursue, and then it's like, well, I got you. Yeah, that's it. I got you. I don't need that's that. It. I don't have to do anything. She beautiful. None of that no more. Nah, yeah, word me. Nah. All my lashes and my makeup and everything. Nah, you're gonna see the real me now. Like, come, I got you now. But that's messed up too, because that now is false. You created something that you can't upkeep. And then remember, we were talking about like a lot of men are telling me, like, I'm coming across in this dating world that I'm in. They're telling me like, oh, you're not like the women in the past, and you're not cooking and cleaning. And when do I have time? Like, I'm not saying that I don't want to cook. I like to cook. I do like to cook, because sometimes you want to eat what you want to eat and how you make it. I don't have a problem with that. But a lot of people are failing to realize you cannot just put it on the women. Like, oh, you guys wanted to work, so now you're doing it. I got told that before. Like, I'm doing a man's job. I'm not feminine. I'm not this. And I'm like, you have to create a space for me to feel comfortable to do these things. Like, women of the past, they were married. They got to stay in the house. They got to, the house was paid for. You brought home the groceries, the bacon, as they said. You bring home the bacon. Nobody cared if they were getting cheated on, because listen, I got a roof over my head, food in my belly. By all means, sir. Go do your thing. But if I'm working 60 hours and you want me to come home and do all these things, and you sitting there and you chilling all day,
long gone. Got it.
I got.
I got to go.
I got for good. Like, you're mad? Like, that's crazy to me. And it's like, when will we wake up as people? I was talking to my friend earlier, and we were talking about like car insurance or something, and he was breaking something down to me, and I was like, wow, I really didn't know that. And he said something that triggered me from a guy that I was dating. He was like, yeah, you see, men need women need men. He's like, and this is the reason y'all need us. And I'm like, here y'all go. I'm like, we need each other.
When it comes to that hard labor stuff, y'all know y'all need us.
I don't want it. Listen,
y'all can't do our job, we can't do y'all job. It's just we need each other. Facts.
It's a fact. And the fact that we have been battling each other for, especially black people, like, why do black men and women feel like we are in a competition is beyond me. I don't want to shovel snow. These are all the things that my feminine energy will not allow. I don't want to shovel snow. I don't want to mow grass, clean gutters. I don't want to do. That's where the independence flies right out. Keep it. Dealing with mechanics. I don't want to do any of that. So I don't mind giving those roles away. Like, that's not a problem. Like, if you're mowing the lawn, all right, let me make some lemonade and I have it waiting for you. Like, it's a team effort, and I feel like somewhere along the line we have lost that. And I keep saying this. I was like, I feel like as a society we are lost. Like, there's no guidance anywhere, or so. I don't know what it is. And it's just blowing my mind. Like, do you believe in marriage?
In marriage?
Yeah. Would you get married? How
I
you
want to
feeling?
I want to get married.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a man, for sure. But it's tough signing papers to say that. Like, it go both ways for me. I'm still, like I said, I'm still too young to even think about marriage right now. But
That's
of course,
fair.
I want to.
Okay. Because a lot of black men feel that way. Like, why do I have to sign over? But what if I make more than you? Like, have anybody ever looked at? I'm just saying, like, in general. Like, I wonder if some men look at that. Like, you're so up in arms about the money part, and it's not like that. For me, at least, I don't feel that way. I want to be married because I'm like, what are we doing out here? It's a bunch of nonsense. Everybody's trying to one up each other. That's
a fact.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I want to get married. Everything around is beautiful. Marriage is beautiful, but I love really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love really hard, and I feel like certain things that really, like, I'm saying, tick me off, or one cheat or anything like that, it's over with. Like, it's over with. Like,
and I respect that.
Over with. And I'm not trying to go through that whole process. The whole thing, just for, something like that. So it's like, I'm really on and off about marriage. I definitely want kids though, but I'm on and off about marriage.
And that's what blows my mind with people. Like, they rather have a child with somebody that you're stuck with for 18 years over marrying somebody that you can divorce. Maybe you'll lose some money, but you don't have to deal with that person. With a child, bro, this is locked in now. We are together. Like, there's no separating. And that always blew my mind with people. Like, nah, I don't really believe in that marriage stuff, but you can have my kid. You know how much men offer me children all the time, and I'm like, what are we about to do with these? Whose last name is the kid going to get? Like, I'm not about to be there like, this is little so-and-so Johnson and I'm Liverpool. That's not gonna work for me. And then they look at me crazy if I say, well, are we getting married? They look at me how I look at them when they say have my kid. Like, have your what? Excuse. I start looking at my hand like something's not right.
I seen a nasty video probably like a couple days on Instagram. This dude was recording his baby moms, and he was like, "Yo, you slept with my
his brother."
Yo,
Lord,
that was
Jesus.
a nasty video. Like that was nasty.
Lord,
I didn't know how to
Jesus.
take that though, but like she's like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying, you be like, yeah, we have a kid, but I don't have a ring on my finger." She's like, "So what that means? So you decided to sleep with my brother?" She was like, "Yeah." Like the video was just nasty. Like I don't know if you saw you break that down.
I did indeed see it, and from I just couldn't. Okay, look, I gotta get my words together on that one. Me as a woman, I was disgusted with her. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. Like I was disgusted. Like there's lines you don't cross. Like you don't cross those lines. I understand. And she was just so nonchalant about it. Granted, let me make it clear, I don't know what he did to her. I don't know if he slept with her mother. We don't know. We don't know what he did. I'm not saying that it's automatically his fault, but something must have went down that made her do that. I'm not saying that it's right, because I wasn't agreeing with her at all. Like, I don't care what this man did. Like, that was just... She just didn't care. But I don't know if it was a skit. I don't know what it was, but I was just like... That's nasty. I don't agree with that. Like that, like get it together. Like, but this is the sickness that people have. Like you want to hurt somebody so bad, and it's like, I don't know. I wasn't. I just looked at it. Somebody sent it to me, and I'm like, the stuff y'all sent to me, I'm just like, why? Why do you feel like I care about this? Unless they wanted me to talk about it on the Unfiltered Truth. Then I understand. Like I understand, but I was just. Honestly, as a woman, I was disgusted. Like, but you could tell she's been hurt. Like, because when women get to that point where you don't care anymore, that's when you know, like, I'm gonna break your spirit. And that's what she was trying to do. And then the fact that you're recording and telling me, like, so from her point of view, like, you're like, oh, I'm recording you and everybody's gonna know. Now I'm gonna hurt your feelings because now you're trying to play me. You're trying to. So that's why I said from her perspective, I understood why she was doing it, but it was like, it was just really nasty work, as you said. It was nasty because I feel the same way if somebody like tried to sleep with my sister. Like, what? Like, and then we'll want you to forgive them. Like, but she seemed like she was over it. I don't know if he just found out. I don't know what that backstory was, but it was just, that was a mess that I couldn't get with it. Like, you got to draw the line somewhere and have some type of dignity and pride with yourself. But
you want to give a quick little shout out for a little food shout out?
Yeah. Yeah, today we definitely made some moves today. We came all the way out here for this 375
this right
chicken.
Here is real serious. You hear me? Like this right here, head crab. This, a good juice, and AC right now. You know what you liable to do. You liable to go right to sleep. Just know I put y'all on. 375 chicken and fries.
Not right to
Tell them J.O. sent you. I had to. I always gotta give a shout out to 375.
Nah, they definitely. I've been trying to get there for at least a year.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in Jordan stories looking.
Oh, Instagram is
looking.
that THAT_KID_JAYO. That kid J.O. follow me.
Definitely follow him. I'm gonna put it in the caption. I got you. Don't worry. I got you. Nah, I should have been tagging you. How much times I shouted you out? Because these are the conversations we have on a one-on-one, and I needed him to be the first person. Because I'm like, I keep shouting him out. Everybody's probably like, "Who's J.O.? Who's Jordan?" This is Jordan.
Nah,
but
I was kind of a little nervous to get on this. But you know, it's family, so I'm gonna do it.
You got this.
We have these talks all the time, you know, and it's behind the scenes, so it's only right I come on today and have this good convo.
And I
appreciate support the podcast.
That.
I'm a big fan of her work. Like she's from where she started to, like I said, she's the voice of this. Like she's really the voice. Like she's the voice. So like.
A couple of people been telling me that. Thank you.
She speaks, we listen. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah,
I got to start speaking. All right, speaking more. And I want to apologize. It's been so long. It's been a while. I'm not even sure. It's probably a month by now. But I'm going to get consistent, get the studio together because it's time. That today we just did the car because we're outside. Like I said, it's summertime, and I really want to drop an episode, but I wanted a male perspective, and who better than Jordan? So thank you for tuning into this episode of The Unfiltered Truth. Bye.